Welcome to the Dynamo Show. I am your host, James Earth, the Chief Architect of WOW for a brand called Dynamo Entrepreneur. We support experts in living well and doing good around the world, predominantly speakers, authors, internet marketers, coaches, all kinds of people from all different walks of life who are elevating others. And do we have an expert here for you today? Amit Ambegaonkar.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello. Pleasure to have you on the show, my friend.
Thank you, James. Thank you.
Yes. Now, I know you came from India. And we have a mutual love for India because I've spent quite a few years there and in Mumbai, also from where you're from. So maybe start the journey there. Tell us a little bit about, your childhood and then making your way over to Canada.
Sure. I had a very, very happy childhood. My parents, growing up with an elder sister, it was really an amazing experience throughout my life. And when I grew up in my profession, I was into healthcare back home in India.
Yeah.
And it somehow kept on, appealing to me that I need to do more in life.
Okay.
And that's when this opportunity came across to come to Canada. I said, that's it, let me go for it, and I'm here.
Now, did you come on your own? Did you come with your family?
I came with my wife.
With your wife?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, and you have kids now?
Yes, I have 2 kids.
Okay, very good. How old are they?
My boy is 7 and the girl is 13.
Very good.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Thank you.
And is it something that you do in regards to coming back to India? Like, do you travel back and forth, or do you just now that you're in Canada, you've stayed?
No, I do go back. I do have family back home. So every couple of years, I'm back home in India again.
Very good. So let's talk a little bit about Canada. What's been the best so far for you in Canada?
The people.
The people?
The people, yes.
Okay, interesting. Yeah.
Very interesting, very, very nice people that I've associated with, the friends and business partners that I have in my network now, really phenomenal.
I love it.
Thank you.
And what would be the big comparisons in business, let's say? Because I know, I've done some business in India myself.
Right.
What would you say is the biggest comparison from business to India to Canada?
I guess the processes are so different in these 2 countries because when I was doing my business in India and when I came here, started my entrepreneur journey in Canada, the processes were so different in terms of how things work from the technical aspect of it. Also because the model here in North America is all franchise based.
Yes.
So there is a lot of branding and up-branding that you need to do in North America. And that was one of the major differences that I found in doing business in these 2 countries.
Is entrepreneurship strong in India?
It's getting very strong now.
Yeah.
Yes.
I guess with the emergence of technology and the internet, and people can kind of learn what they want to learn now.
Absolutely.
We learn very differently than we did even a few decades ago.
Yes, absolutely.
So it's evolving quickly.
Correct. And it's also access to knowledge.
Yes.
Now with the internet growing so fast, when I talk to my business partners back home in India or my cousins, they are almost at the same knowledge level that I am here sitting in Canada.
Yeah,
which
amazing.
is phenomenal now.
Yeah, we can learn it like hyper speed.
Absolutely.
I love it. Now I know you're big on family, and do you get your kids involved at all with what you're doing? Like, how do you work with them in regards to evolving as a young business person?
Yes, absolutely. I love my kids, and I try to get them at almost all the events that I attend myself. And the reason being, I want them to see what I'm doing. I want them to see what my wife Swapna is doing and what we are doing as a family.
Yeah.
Because what I find is if I have my goals and dreams aligned with all 4 of us, then it works like magic.
It does.
If I'm working all alone by myself and the kids and the wife doesn't know what's happening with me, where I'm taking the family, then it's kind of, there is a huge communication gap. So I try to bridge that. I try to take my kids to almost every event that I attend.
No way.
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome. What kind of events? Tell us what kind of events you attend.
Any business event, any networking event where there is a good good speaker coming in, a good professional development event that's happening, my kids are there with me.
Who's your, let's say, top 3 favorite personal development gurus?
Wow.
Who would you say? Who do you follow?
First would be Jack Canfield.
Okay, I love
Jack Canfield.
Yeah.
I love this person. Amazing. One of my prominent coaches, Mr. Raymond Aaron.
Okay, yeah.
He's made a huge impact in my life. And the other person that I closely follow is Tony Robbins.
Oh, very good. Very good. That's awesome. 3 really great choices.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah. So do you aspire to kind of be greatness like them one day?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
And a lot of my coaching, when I'm talking to entrepreneurs and coaches, that's one of where these things are coming from. Because I'm heavily involved in the business aspect of all these 3 mentors that I mentioned.
Okay.
So that's why my
So you took their workshops, took their courses, followed through with some part of the business.
That's true. That's true. Because they have such huge successful models, and I would love to learn from them, implement it myself, see success, and then duplicate it for my clients.
The Amit system.
That's right.
One day.
Yes.
Right? Very good, very good. Yeah, I'm a big fan of all 3. You know, I do a lot of personal development myself. I'm actually at a stage in my life now where I'm focusing on purposeful development. So purposeful meaning, you know, really creating legacy. Once you've had the toys and you've done the trips and, you know, you've lived and walked in certain circles, there's a quest for more.
That's right.
You know, do you have a quest for more? What does the legacy look like for you?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I think about that a lot, and it always evolves. Because
This is true.
It always depends on where I am in life, and I can only see a certain distance, so that's where my vision is. But once I kind of reach there, then I said, oh, there's more to this. Let's go one step ahead, and then it just keeps expanding. Like 10 years ago, my vision was so limited. It was restricted by my limiting beliefs.
Yes.
Right? But once I reach the next level, it's like, oh my God, there's so much more to life, so much more that I can offer, and that's just phenomenal. It just keeps expanding.
Now, does your wife work with you, and does she share a common vision?
Oh, absolutely. She is also, she's a trainer with Jack Canfield.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, she's a certified trainer.
Okay.
So we work our business together. So
you understand each other.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
It makes a big difference.
Very good. Well, the children are very fortunate. You know, a lot of people that are privileged to encounter the personal development industry at a young age, I find they have an advantage. You know, a lot of the kids that are going through, you know, regular schooling, 9 through 12, even college or university, etc. A lot of the teachers, they're not as evolved as some of these personal development people that we all have access to nowadays, and they're on our smartphones and they're on our computer screens, and we have access to all these individuals all the time. Are you going to put your children in touch with some of these personal development gurus outside of yourself and your wife? Oh
yes, absolutely, because I've already seen the influence that these gurus have had on my children. Like, for example, my daughter, Sanjana, she has written a book.
Okay.
She is a published author at the age 12.
Oh, wow.
So she wrote a book called
With Raymond's book company?
That's correct.
Oh, very
That's
good,
correct.
very good, yeah.
So the name of her book is The Art of Appreciation.
Oh, I love it.
And
the art of appreciation.
The art of appreciation.
I always share with my children, appreciation versus expectation. Right? Appreciation versus expectation.
Expectations, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was just like, it's just the taking her to these events and associating with these successful people. That's just brought this change in her that she was inspired to write her own book.
I love it. Now, when we talk about transformational coaching, okay, so you're coined as a business transformation coach. Does that also involve spirituality, health, well-being? Is it all encompassing?
It does, because what I believed is, to be honest with you, when I started my business coaching career, I started with the technical aspects of it, because I thought that's what entrepreneurs needed the most.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like if you talk about online marketing piece, then how do you do the online marketing? What's social media and all that?
So the steps.
The steps.
Yeah.
But when I started taking these workshops, when I started to talk to entrepreneurs at that level, I found that they're still lost. They're still lost. And what I found out through my coaching is they needed much more information regarding themselves more than their business.
Yes, I would agree.
And then that's when I started to talk about your life purpose.
Yes.
Right? Why are you doing the business that you're doing? Right?
Yeah.
What's the end goal? 10 years from now, where do you see yourself? And from there, let's backtrack it now so that we can plan, okay, this is what you need to do now so that you get the results after 10 years.
Reverse engineer it.
Reverse engineering, that's the secret.
If you were to maybe share with our audience maybe 2-3 nuggets of wisdom for those entrepreneurs out there that are looking to find a business coach like yourself, what do they look for?
Well, first thing I would recommend is definitely look for a good coach. Because I have myself done 7 businesses before I got into this business and became successful. And the entire credit of my success goes to my coaches. And I wish I knew about this business coaching aspect before I did these 7 businesses. I wouldn't have had 7 businesses failed.
That's it.
And just the access to the coaching, what they did, because they see something that I didn't in my own business.
I love it.
Right? So just making that huge difference changed my business, changed my life, and that's why I'm here where I am.
Now we got about 30 seconds, and I wanted to check out your book. I know you have a book there.
That's right.
Yeah, what is the book called?
So the book is Your Profound Success.
Yeah.
It's 7 powerful ways to skyrocket your business using the internet.
Very cool.
And
Very cool.
it's a co-authored book. I've written this book with Raymond Aaron,
Oh, very nice.
who's the New York Times
Yeah.
best-selling author.
That's beautiful.
Yes.
I love it.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's Raymond right there. Very cool. And this one right here?
Yes, that's a report actually that I wanted to give out to the listeners because
Yeah, please let us
one
know
of-
how they can get it.
Excellent. So one of the most important thing that I help entrepreneurs do is build credibility. And I have written an excellent report about how you can build credibility in the next 60 days or less. And that's what I want to share with you. So all what you need to do is just go to yourprofoundsolutions.com/TV. yourprofoundsolutions.com/TV, and that's where you'll find this report. So it's a great 20-page report where you can start building your credibility and start becoming an industry expert for your own field.
I love it. Amit, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you, James. Thank you so
Stay
much.
tuned. We will be back right after this short commercial break.